Good afternoon, friends. $1,000 for low-income households, and checks are being sent out right now to all eligible Americans. Gas prices are finally beginning to decrease across the United States, and top congressional lawmakers have proposed new legislation that will benefit many Americans and also help our country avoid going into a recession. I will also be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. To enter, please make sure you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Friends, during the months of October, November, and December, I will be surprising several of you with $200 gift cards, especially to those of you that have been in this community for several months. It's a simple way of me saying thank you so much for joining me here every day. It is not clear if President Biden's latest announcement that he's releasing oil from the nation's emergency stockpile will help bring down gas prices. But the good news for drivers and President Biden is that several factors are pointing to lower prices ahead at the pump. The national average stood at $3.85 a gallon Wednesday. That is down 2 cents from Tuesday and 7 cents in the last week. Much of that decline was driven by a steep price drop in western states, where prices had shot up to near record levels earlier this month. One of the biggest factors in the current price surge has been U.S. refineries shutting down either for regular maintenance or following accidents. But a number of West Coast refineries that had been offline have returned to operations, and that has sparked a plunge in gas prices west of the Rocky Mountains, driving down the national average. In just the last week, the average price in California has fallen 30 cents a gallon, and there has been a 25 cents drop in Oregon and a 20-cent dip in Washington and Nevada. Although refineries dealing with accident repairs will not be back online anytime soon, those that had been closed for scheduled maintenance are now near to resuming operations. According to the experts, that will likely lead to lower prices elsewhere in the nation, even if the drop isn't as big as it has been out west. Oil and gas futures fell in Tuesday trading after word got out that President Biden would announce a release of 15 million barrels of oil from the nation's Strategic Petroleum Reserve. But that represented just another phase of the planned release of 180 million barrels over 6 months, and that was announced in late March. Oil analyst Andy Lippow said that the markets initially moved due to confusion over whether or not more oil was coming out of the strategic reserves. Drivers enjoyed a long, steady fall in gas prices that saw the national average fall for 98 straight days, from the record high of $5.02 a gallon in June until bottoming out at $3.68 a gallon a month ago. There are several factors driving future prices. One is a seasonal decline in demand at the end of summer driving season, coupled with the regular scheduled end of regulations that require cleaner and more expensive blends of gas be sold during the summer to fight smog. But an even bigger factor is a growing concern that the U.S. and other global economies could soon fall into recession. So, dear friends, do you think that our economy will go into a recession? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Millions of inflation relief payments started going out to California taxpayers on October 7th. The middle-class tax refund, as it's being billed, can be for as much as $1,050, depending on your income, residency, filing status, and household size. It is part of a $12 billion relief effort that Governor Gavin Newsom said prioritizes getting dollars back into the pockets of millions of Californians who are grappling with global inflation and rising prices. Friends, I know that many of you are wondering whether you qualify for this relief. Currently, about 23 million California residents are eligible for the rebate plan, which has been set up in 3 tiers based on the adjusted gross income and your 2020 California state tax return. In addition to income requirements, residents must have filed their 2020 tax refund by October 15, 2021, have lived in the state of California for at least half of the 2020 tax year and still be a California resident on the date that the payment is issued. Individual filers who earn more than $250,000 a year and couples who earn more than $500,000 a year combined in 2020 are not eligible for these payments. You also cannot have been claimed as a dependent by someone else in the 2020 tax year. Friends, the keyword for this video is Santa Barbara, California. If you would like to enter the next Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure you click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is Santa Barbara, California, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure, friends, that you are subscribed to my channel. Well, my amazing and dear friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very, very much for joining me here every day when I post the videos. I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you, my friends, and have a wonderful and blessed day.
Thank you. I would like to talk about several issues which either have not been covered enough lately or not covered in the appropriate way. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the loan forgiveness program and a recent change in the law increasing public loan forgiveness. Whenever I talk to people back home and they say, what is the biggest problem? Well, we certainly have problems with the economy. We certainly have problems with education. We certainly have problems with crime. I say the biggest problem is we're in a moral breakdown in this country. And I'd like to address the way the loan forgiveness program and public loan forgiveness, how it is changing America, I think, for the worse. The first thing I'd like to address is the fact that this institution has apparently felt that you are a lot better off, or you should be much easier to have your loan forgiven if you work for a nonprofit organization or a governmental entity. Now, whenever I go around my district, the manufacturers, the farmers, got a couple big insurance companies, they're all looking for more people to work. But the message out of Washington is, don't work for business, which after all is the engine that really makes our country go around. It shows kind of a hatred for manufacturers, a hatred for agriculture, hatred of retail, hatred of insurance. People living in this building who work with all government employees, their staff is government employees, apparently felt, well, I think those hardworking people in government, they ought to be offered a tremendous benefit that people who don't work for the government don't get. We're going to find a way to forgive the people's loans if they are the nice, noble people who work for government, and if they are somebody who, say, works for a manufacturer, which is so important for the country, well, we don't care about those people. We hate those people. The next message that our loan forgiveness policy is the dislike of people who don't go to college. One of my goals in the legislature, which I think I'm succeeding at a little bit, is educate people about all the good, necessary jobs we have in our country that don't require a four-year college degree. I think recently the Wall Street Journal pointed out that, I'm told, that if you're a plumber and compare your lifelong earnings